This example is from section 11.2 in MGF 1107. This question says Joe borrowed $4,750 for 8 months from a bank. The bank discounted the loan at 6.5%. So the key thing in this problem is we're dealing with a discount loan of 6.5%. Has 3 parts to the question. First one is, how much interest did Joe pay the bank for the use of its money? That's the interest, and that is called the bank discount. So how much interest did Joe pay the bank for the use of the money? In order to calculate the amount of interest that Joe has to pay for the use of the money, we have to use the simple interest formula. The simple interest formula is I is equal to P times R times T. Where P is the principal, R is the interest rate expressed as a decimal, and T is time. So in this problem, the principal is $4,750. The rate is 6.5%, so to write that as a decimal, we divide by 100, and we would get 0.065. And we times it by the time. And since it's for 8 months, that is a fractional part of the year, 8/12. So it's 8 months out of 12 months. And if we multiply those 3 numbers together, 4,750 times 0.065 times the fraction 8/12, we would get $205.83, repeating, but since it says to round to the nearest cent, we will write the interest I is equal to $205.83. That is the amount of interest, and the interest that is charged in advance on a discount note is called the bank discount. So I'll write that down as well. That's called the bank discount. Again, that's the interest that's paid up front. The amount of money Joe actually receives then will be the original principal of $4,750 minus the bank discount, which is paid up front out of the principal. So the net amount she receives would be $4,750 minus $205.83. And if you subtract those values, $4,750 minus $205.83, you will get $4,544.17. So that is the actual amount that Joe will receive, which means if we wanted to calculate the actual interest rate, we would actually have to use that amount that we just received as the principal. So again, the simple interest formula is I is equal to P times R times T. I is equal to the bank discount from Part A, so that'd be $205.83 is equal to the principal. The principal is the actual amount that she received. The net amount which would be $4,544.17. The actual interest rate is unknown, so we'll leave it as an R. And the time, again, is 8 months out of the 12 months in a year, so we say 8/12. Now, if we solve this for R, we will get a decimal, which then we could convert to a percent, which will actually give us the interest rate, the actual interest rate from this discount loan. To solve for R, we're going to have to divide both sides by $4,544.17, and then divide both sides by 8/12 as well. So to get R alone, we'll have to take the right-hand side and divide by 4544.17 and divide by 8/12, which means if we do that to the right-hand side of the equation, we must divide the left-hand side by that same value. On the right-hand side, those two values divide out and we will get R. So the right-hand side is just equal to R. And the left-hand side, we have to divide it out to see what value it produces. And if we take $205.83 and divide it by $4,544.17 and the fraction 8/12, we get 0.067943101. Now we have to express this as a percentage, and when we write it as a percentage, we want to round it to the nearest hundredth. So this is a decimal right now, so to convert it to a percent, we times it by 100%. So times it by 100, which will move the decimal point over 2 places. So that's 6.79%, approximately. So again, we times the decimal by 100, which moves the decimal point 2 places to the right, in between the 6 and the 7, and since it said round it to the nearest hundredth, we have to go the 7 and the 9, and then look to the right of the 9, and it's only a 4. So we come back and leave it as a 9. We don't round that up to an 80. So the actual interest rate for this discount loan is 6.79%, not the 6.5% that was stated.